and it's in recognition of outstanding contribution to the business. So it gives us fantastic pleasure to present the award to Dick de Rijk.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I would like to say a big thank you to the Reed Meadham people and people of C21 and FRAPA for this beautiful award. It really means a lot to me. This is really an award about formats and formats only, and that's really what my job is about, formats and formats only. So I couldn't think of a more relevant award for me personally, so I'll give it a place of honor in my office, and I'm going to show off with it. Thank you.
How do you approach I'm going to come up with a format?
To be quite honest, I don't think there is any specific location or anything that I can think of that would in particular inspire me. So the answer is really maybe nothing, but that's not a very good answer. So maybe it's everything that inspires you, like everyday life. So, or whatever you do, I think it's more like developing a sense that makes it possible for you to recognize in anything you do or anything you see something that could be useful as an idea. And maybe books is something I should mention. I really enjoy, for instance, going to Vowels in London on Soho Square. If I go there for 3 hours, I'm more inspired than maybe a MIPTV show or being in the business.
And you make notes, so you don't let stuff wash over you.
Oh no, certainly. I was the way it works maybe is I was once with my wife invited to one of those see how many friends I've got parties, and we were walking around there for I mean maybe even 15 minutes before I could actually see anybody that I knew. And during those 15 minutes, I thought, what if we were all invited here by one person and nobody knew this? And what if we're not here with a few hundred people, with just 8 people or something, and we were in a room, and we were to find out who invited us, so we would have a common denominator together. And so this is how it works, and then the bell starts ringing, and then I indeed make notes. As a matter of fact, I always have that on me. I don't rely on my memory.
And one of those notes led to your most famous show, didn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It was a note that was actually already 10 years old. It was originally designed to be a board game mechanism.
And how did you come back to it? What made you
what I do is I grab some of these one-pagers at certain points in the year, and I go somewhere like a nice Heidi hotel on top of a mountain in Switzerland, and then go through them and then start, hey, what's this? What can I do with it? It's the second stage of development, actually. I just read an article in Los Angeles where they said that the average age now of big drama series in the US go from 47 to 57, average age.
Average.
So that's a huge challenge, actually, for creative thinking, for formats.
Another challenge is to try and figure out where the game show is going, how game shows are progressing. I think anonymous contestants winning huge amounts of money on television could be on their way out. The viewer nowadays is asking himself, who's that guy? Why is he making all that money? Can I relate to it? Can I identify? Is there a context? And that's really the reason why I worked during the last year on two shows, Money Grabbers and You Deserve It. And You Deserve It, you pitched in the States first. So you went from paper to the United States and got a sale.
Yes.
It's really a hybrid in every sense of the word, isn't it? It's not a game show. It's not a hidden camera show. It's not a reality show.
No, it's a heart-stopping gameplay, studio-based. It's the emotion on reality, on location, and it's this building up to this reveal, because we constantly build it up. We constantly make it clear to the viewer also, it's about this. This is the story. The story is important, because you tend to lose everything when you are in the gameplay it's such an interesting gameplay, really, and that you tend to lose what it's all about.
On the other hand, the other show that you've created, it goes in a totally different direction. This is, if you will, a big physical...
Well, it's coming back to what I said in the beginning. You know, I think that the time of anonymous contestants winning huge amounts of money without we knowing them is difficult. Unless, of course, there is a sparkling and a spectacular new idea attached to it. And with money grabbers, that's what you're referring to, I think we have succeeded in doing that. It's a crazy, stunning set idea connected to a even crazier gameplay. And
so in the process of working your game show formats, because you can overdevelop, when do you feel you've got a good format?
It's, I'm an insecure person, so that takes a long time before I think this is it. I read once about Steven Spielberg that he is also insecure, and that he said it's like having big ears. Oscars don't change it. So it's in the nature of things to be insecure. And I think if you're insecure, that's good, because the better is the chance that you come up with that additional idea, that second idea, maybe even the third layer that makes a nice format all of a sudden a fantastic format. People say to me, for instance, about Set for Life or Deal or No Deal, they say, wow, it's genius, because it's genius because it's so simple. And why didn't anybody else ever think of that? But, for instance, that show, those kind of shows, they have no idea about the mathematical or psychological implications that you have to go through. It really took quite a few mathematicians to come up with a software to make a show like Deal or No Deal at all possible. You cannot sell a show to a network and say, we don't know what it will cost you. We have to come up with an average payout, which makes mathematical sense. So apart from this creative thinking and having a nice idea, you also have to make absolutely sure you can back it up with
But you also mentioned
else.
the other thing, not just the mathematical or the logic, but the psychological and the empathy. And it's that combination you seem to excel at.
Maybe, yes. I like psychological elements. I look at a game show as a football match. The characteristics of a sports game are interesting for a game show. You don't want to miss a second of anything that's going on, because anytime something may happen that can change the whole game around. And besides skill, you also need a bit of luck or bad luck. I like those components, so you will find them in many of my work.
Dick de Rijk, congratulations and thank you for being our
Very
keynote.
nice to be here with you, David. Thank you. Thank you.